live. Hey everybody, how we doing? Tuesday Talks with John Robinson coming to you live today. And I want to tell you how the future looks. The future looks pretty bright. In fact, why don't you just take a look at it right there? That is the future of Wednesday, and it is Wednesday, July 8th. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. The sun just came up here in Brisbane, Australia. So I'm in Brisbane, Australia right now. I headed to Papua New Guinea, and the timing of my layover worked out to where I could do Tuesday Talks with all of you in the States. So some of you know this, some of you don't, but if you hadn't heard, I am traveling right now. I'm headed out to Papua New Guinea, flying into Port Moresby, then to Mount Hagen, then headed up into the Highlands to work on a project. And so I'll be working with a crew of guys from the church I go to, and we're working with a missionary and doing kind of a big multi-use community space building in the place that we're going to be going. So my broadcast today might be a little bit grainy, coming to you streaming from the airport Wi-Fi signal that I have here, and I'm happy to be with you guys this way. I'm going to be just a few minutes today because we have to get ready to get on our next flight, but just took the 13-hour flight from LA here to Brisbane, and the jet lag hasn't hit me yet. So I figured, you know what, if I can, I'm going to jump on here and do this. Now, a couple of people have asked, what is this trip all about? What are you doing? Is this an investment trip? And I want to just take some time today to talk about investing in things that are not necessarily material or temporal. Okay, so talk about material and temporal things, talking about things that are going to pass away. A lot of the stuff that we talk about on this show, frankly, has to do with things that are very much material. They are very much temporary type of things. We think about, real estate is something that is, like they say, they don't make more of it. And, you take real estate, you build something on it, you put up fences, you put up houses, you put up structures, and, people rent it, people buy it, and you make money. And the thing that Jesus said one time was, he said, lay not up treasure on earth where moth and rust doth corrupt, where thieves do break through and steal. But he said to lay up treasure in heaven, and where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Or there where your, there's the fact of the matter is that there's only so much that we can accumulate here on this earth, but there is no limit, there's no cap to how much you can lay up as far as treasure in heaven goes. So I look at that passage and I think, it's very, very important to me, at least, to make sure that I prioritize the things that are eternal and not just focus on the things that are temporal. And so for me personally, I have a skill set when it comes to construction. I've run many, many crews. I've had, all kinds of experience in construction. And so when there's a need or there's an opportunity to contribute some of those skills to a project that I know I can help on, and I was asked to help, I'm not going to say no to that, even though there's a big part of me that goes, man, that's going to throw everything else off that I'm doing right now when it comes to the temporal things, right? When it comes to the eternal things, there's nothing that can be taken away from this. And so I do believe strongly in giving back. I believe in giving, using the skill sets that we have, using the resources that we have, and that could be your time, that could be your treasure, that could be your talent, whatever it is. I believe in contributing those things to things that are eternal. So for today, at least, I will be here just for a few minutes with you guys on this show. I'm just going to be in transit, literally just in transit here at the Brisbane International Airport in Australia, and been here before, spent a little bit of time here before, have some really good friends that are in this area, from this area, but I am on my way to Papua New Guinea, to the Highlands of Papua New Guinea, to work on a pretty big project. Frankly, we got so we're taking storage containers, and these are like the 45-foot storage containers, and we're stacking 3 of them end to end. Okay, so we got 1, 2, and 3 end to end, and then stacking them 2 high. So we have about 17 feet, because these containers are about 8.5 feet tall each. So I'll have a 17-foot tall by just shy of 150 foot long run, and they were doing those in parallel across from each other. Okay, and then across the top of those, we've got some steel framed trusses that are steel tubing. It's been welded together. Then we're taking those trusses, we're going to be putting those on top of this these Connex container structure, and we're going to enclose it and turn it into a multi-purpose building. So it's going to be a big deal. It's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be, frankly, a little bit dangerous. And we've got some guys from church that are going to help us. We've got a piece of equipment that we're going to try to use to get the trusses up on top of the buildings. It's going to be very interesting. And yes, I'm here at one of the airport lounges enjoying some last bit of semblance of civilization before we hit Papua New Guinea. I've been to Papua New Guinea before. I spent a month there many years ago working on another project, and so I kind of understand what it's going to look like. And so I'm just taking it all in. I'm taking the sunrise. I've got my long black Australian fur Americano, and I'm just enjoying a little bit of time here this morning before I get on my next flight and get over to Papua New Guinea. So normally I ask, where are you guys watching from? And today, just so you know, I'm broadcasting with you from Brisbane, Australia, on my way to Port Moresby, to Papua New Guinea, from there to Mount Hagen, from there about a 3-hour trip up into the highlands, and we'll be working on a project. So I wanted to ask you all, have you guys ever thought about or considered the fact that most of the stuff that you are pursuing, and by the way, this is not at all taking away from pursuit, but I just wanted to just give you a pause for consideration. Have you ever thought about the fact that most of the stuff that you're pursuing, whether it's real estate, whether it's career, whether it's a feeling of success, most of those things are in fact temporal. Temporal meaning temporary. They will not last forever. And so when you think about your life, I'd like you to think about the words of Jesus, where he said, and this is a quote from Jesus, he said, "A man's life consisteth not in the abundance of the things that he possesses." Okay, so Jesus tells a story about a guy who did very, very well, and he had his barns were filled up. He had as much success, and he said, "You know what? I've got a lot of success. I've come a long way. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to tear down these barns and build bigger barns, and just keep on increasing, keep on growing, keep on expounding and expanding." And it says that night, he didn't know this, but that night his soul would be required of him. And Jesus actually refers to this man as a fool. So here's the reason why he was foolish, is that he was. It's not foolish or wrong to have abundance. In fact, not at all. But it is foolish and wrong to have abundance. And Jesus says, and he was not rich toward God. So when you think about it, everything that you've been given is a gift. Everything that you have, everything that you've acquired is something that in a sense was given to you. And yes, of course, there's work, there's pursuit, there's all those things, but even the ability to work, even the ability to think, all of that comes from, I believe, as a gift from God. Okay, now you don't have to believe that, but you can be wrong. You've been wrong before, you'll be wrong again. Okay, so when I look about my life, and I think, I don't want my life to just consist of the things that I possess, but I want to use whatever I have, whether it's houses, land, money, abilities, time, and I want to be able to make a contribution toward the things of God, towards the eternal things. And so if you haven't ever considered it, I would strongly encourage you to consider being someone who will use what you have as a blessing and as a benefit for other people, especially when it comes to things that are eternal in nature. I personally believe that anything we invest into the kingdom of God is a lifelong investment and an eternity-long investment. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that by me going to Papua New Guinea and helping build a building that's going to provide a service there for that community, and the things of God can be taught there, and the things that matter for eternity can be relayed, and information can be given to people that need to know and want to know about the things of the Bible and those types of things. Anything like that is going to be an eternal benefit. It's going to have, it's not just the work that I go and do is going to be a blessing, but it's actually going to contribute toward things that actually matter for eternity. So that was really the message that I wanted to get across today. Is some of these trips that I go on are yes, of course, it's kind of an adventure and it's kind of fun, but frankly, it's actually a pretty big sacrifice. And I don't say that to pat myself on the back. I'm saying there's a lot of things that are given up. There's progress that gets stopped. There's projects that get paused. There's momentum that decreases. And when we do these things, when I do these things, I look at that. I have to set all that stuff aside, and I have to say, what matters most is that we're doing things that matter for eternity. And so, again, just kind of wrap up. We're on our way to Papua New Guinea. I have a small group of guys that I'm traveling with. We are contributing toward a big project that construction experience is needed, hands-on labor is needed, skilled labor is needed. And so we're getting ready to fly out here in just a few minutes to Papua New Guinea to contribute toward that project, not because there's any financial benefit to it, and not because it's something that's a temporary investment. If we get this thing built, then we're going to be able to make so much ROI. It has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with gain. It has to do with things that matter for eternity. So that's what I'm embarking on right now. Every once in a while, I try to do something like this, a bigger project like this, at least once a year. And I'm just curious if you guys have ever done that, if you ever been on a missions trip, if you ever worked on a project that wasn't necessarily just financially benefited, but there was something deeper, something more meaningful behind it. If there is something like that you've done, I'd love to hear about it. I love reading what you guys have to say in the comments. So feel free to drop a comment, and feel free to think about it. Say a prayer for me and for the crew. I will say this: I don't believe I'm going to be available next Tuesday. So it'll be July 14th. I will not be available for Tuesday Talks because we're going to be in the Highlands with very limited reception connection back to civilization. So if you think about it, say a prayer for us. And if you want to, please drop something in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you ever thought about it before. The temporary versus the eternal. I'd love to know what you think about that. And even if you don't agree with my point of view, my perspective, I still love to hear from you guys and let you know what I'd love to hear what you think about what I just had to say. So it is Tuesday Talks, right? So anyway, once again, getting ready to head out, and appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate your comments. If you have any input, I'd love to hear from you. We'll be back on our regular schedule 2 weeks from today. Broadcasting from my studio, and I'm working on some stuff in the studio to get things really improved, and I think you guys are going to like it. But for now, broadcasting live from the Brisbane International Airport in Brisbane, Australia. The sun just came up here behind us, waiting to board our next flight, and need to go get checked in and get all the stuff done for this big work opportunity in Papua New Guinea. So God bless you guys, and we will see you here in a couple weeks. Take care.